Welcome back guys to another GTA video, and in today's one we are continuing on with the last dose career progress missions, and this one is mission number 2, Usual Suspects. And again I am joining Roughwood in his CEO to cover off both the Platinum Award requirement that I have and also the career progress. And so jumping into Roughwood's Kuruma, we're heading off to 3 different locations to interrogate some suspects, but on the drive over we realise that he can go to one and I can go to the other one, so calling in my Kuruma, I jump in that and I head over to the second location while Roughwood is dealing with the first location. At each of the locations that you go to, you will have a number of suspects that you need to take out, so if you can, try and stay in your Kuruma. I think this is the only location where you can actually stay in your Kuruma while you take out the suspects. But once you have taken them out, you'll see on the minimap there is a white dot there. That white dot is the NPC that you're trying to track down and interrogate, so do not kill him until you have interrogated him. Now for the first 2 locations that you go to, you're not actually really doing much, you're just pointing the gun at him until Dax contacts you. Dax will then tell you that this suspect doesn't really know much and it's time to move on to the next location. Roughwood and I arriving here pretty much at the same time, and at this location it is basically the same sort of routine. You're heading into the area and taking out the red dot NPCs, and you're going to try and interrogate the white dot NPC. The only difference with this one is that Dax wants to speak to the suspect himself. So as the first player to reach that white dot pulls out his phone and puts Dax on the speakerphone. So after some gentle persuasion in Dax's own inimitable style, he gives up the information on a possible location for the kidnappers.
Man, I don't know, but there's some guys in white on Elysian Island, some kind of new wellness venture my dad's gonna invest in.
And it is at this point you get the yellow dot popping up in the minimap, and it's time to head down to Elysian Island. Now this location is always the same, but you can enter it from either side. As you can see from the minimap, there is a green keypad icon. So after a little bit of hacking, one of the doors will open and it's time to make your way inside. Now inside this location there are 5 clues that you need to photograph. The first of which is on this wall here, and it's just basically taking a picture of this information on the notice board. The second location is a clipboard on the back wall, just resting on top of one of the toolboxes. And while I'm taking these photographs, Roughwood is taking pictures of some crates on the right hand side of the warehouse. There are 2 stacks of crates that are open, and you're simply taking a photograph of the contents of those crates. The 5th and final item is a keycard sitting on a table on the right hand side of the warehouse. Now at some point between taking the 3rd and the final photograph, you will have some NPC enemies that start to approach the warehouse. Now you can take them out stealthily, but because there's the 2 of us here, Roughwood's straight in there and taking out those NPC enemies, and it is at this point you can lift the keycard from the table. Now once those NPC enemies have been taken out, it is time to get away from this area. Oh, I'm driving. And once we've sorted out who's driving and who's sitting in the back, it is time to get off the island, and you don't need to drive that far, you're simply crossing over onto the main freeway, and that is mission finished. And once again, I didn't actually get a pop-up. It must be because I'm part of a CEO organisation, but going into the career progress, it is actually ticked off, and that is now 8 out of 11 completed. And that is it from me for today guys, so if you did enjoy the video or did find it useful, do leave a like, and if you are new here, why not consider subscribing. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.